Nigel, your side earned a dramatic point in the end. What are your thoughts on the match?
Not sure how we got it and how we got a point after the performance today. I didn't think we deserved anything. I thought we had a good little spell in the first half where we controlled it without actually hurting them enough. But I thought it was very, very below par compared to what we've been in the last 9 games.
What was missing in the performance?
Just about everything that we've done well in the previous 9 games we didn't do today. We didn't have an intent to go and hurt the opposition, and when we did get in the final third, we gave the ball away, misplaced crosses, misplaced passes, everything in the first half.
Yeah, in that first half you had a lot of possession without really penetrating.
Yeah, it was difficult when the home side sit in as they did and make it difficult and then look to break at you. We'd highlight that in the week to the players. They are very, very efficient on the break from set plays as well, so we had to be careful of that. But I was pleased with the element of control. It was just then we're lacking that bit in the final third to go and get us a goal, which at Accrington last week we said it sort of glossed over a few things, the 3 goals, because it was a little bit of an under par performance as was today, but because you get the goals, looks different.
What was it generally that you were looking more from your players? Was it movement? Was it off the ball running? What was it?
Everything. We missed Rhys Oates today with his running. There's going to be certain games where you say, you don't miss him and Stephen Quinn, but I thought today we missed them both quite a bit, and a little bit of improvisation. Oates can get you a goal out of nothing, running in beyond, stretching them, creating space, and the front 3 didn't do that at all in the first half.
Let's speak about the 2 goals. What did you make to theirs in the first half?
Well, just a blatant error from Lewis Brunt, unfortunately. He's read it well and he's miscontrolled it on the halfway line, and then lost the tussle and the tackle, which just explained to him, as a young player, once you've miscontrolled it, don't let your mistake cost you a goal. Foul, kick it in the stand, it doesn't matter. Don't lose the ball, and then obviously we're vulnerable once he does lose it. But he's a young player learning. And then we get back into it just from a very sort of unlike us goal, really, in terms of a good ball into the box, and Aidan Flint nods it down and Davis has smashed it into the top corner. If there's one person you want it to fall to at the moment, it's Davis, but we talked at half time, saying that if after an hour we might put Flinty up front and bring Bailey on, so make sure that we use him. And a few in red shirts I don't think noticed that he'd gone up front, because we certainly didn't hit him enough.
Should Stags have had an equaliser earlier on the hour through Davis Keeler-Dunn? He nodded that one over from Jordan Barry's cross. It was a good chance.
It was a good chance when we've not created too much, but it's difficult when it's dipping over the defender. It was one of the better crosses today, one of the few. But I thought we had a couple of good shots for penalties as well. I thought Aidan Flint got dragged to the ground when a cross came in, and I thought Ollie Clark on the edge of the box just headed one past the lad and he stuck his arm out to stop it going through. So I thought one of those 2 you're entitled to get.
And that change from you putting Aidan Flint from the back up the top, ultimately paying off, as you say. Yeah,
it was just nice where we put a decent ball in towards him, which we didn't do for the majority of the time he was up there. And then a good nod down and Davis smashes it in, and we've got away with one today. That's it. But the 3 first away games of the season, when we should have won at Crewe, we should have won at Doncaster, and we should have won at Grimsby, we got away with nothing. So we may be due one.
Elsewhere, no George Maris in the squad. How is he?
He had a scan on his knee this week. It's bruising, no serious damage, but probably a couple of weeks. He got injured tackling their lad at Accrington last week, so probably a week or 2.
In your heart of hearts, what's your overall feeling leaving here with a point, despite not playing at your best?
Oh, total relief to get the point and stay unbeaten. 10 games now, in mid-September, double figures in games, and we haven't lost. By far the worst we played today. So in a silly sort of way, it's a good sign that you can play as poorly as we did and get a point. But I don't want too many performances like that in the next 9 months.
Thanks as ever.
Thank you.